Hello, this is Chaim Shapiro from Touro College with a quick LinkedIn update. One of my friends just recently asked me how they can post their resume to LinkedIn. Now, one of the challenges, LinkedIn is not really optimized for submitting or posting your resume. I think LinkedIn wants to be your online resume, but there are a couple of ways to do it. Number one, you can go over here and post a document, which would be your resume. That would come up and show up in people's timeline over here. The challenge is that as the timeline moves, fewer and fewer people are going to see it. You have to keep posting it on a regular basis, which on LinkedIn doesn't tend to look very, very good. Now, another way to do it is to go to the Me button, View Profile, and where I do recommend you put it is in your Featured section, which is right down over here. You see here my Featured section. These are the things that I want to highlight, the first three. But in addition to that, if I click the little pencil, you'll see down here, I also have a couple of copies of my resume set up over here, set up in two different ways. Now let me click on each one of these. If I click on this, you see this, I actually uploaded it to LinkedIn. And if I actually click on this, I can then download my resume onto my desktop, or anybody who's looking at it can actually download that onto their desktop. The other way to do it is, if I scroll down over here, is to use a third-party place, and I used SlideShare, I believe, over here. And this gives people another opportunity potentially to see the resume and download it. Which one is better? I tend to think I would actually upload it and have it hosted on LinkedIn at this point, because SlideShare no longer is owned by LinkedIn. So I think it's better probably to have your resume hosted directly on the site. And here's something actually that you have to pay attention to. Now, I want to differentiate between the two resumes on here. Well, it's now 2022, so I need to go down over here to the edit button and scroll down over here and change this to 2022 just to make sure that it's consistent. And by the way, if I did want to show my resume, I'm not looking for a job, which is why I don't currently have my resume listed where people are going to be able to see it so easily. I could simply move that to the front. I go down over here and we're going to choose this resume, just pull it and drag it up to the top. Click done, and then you'll see here it's the first thing on my Featured section, which is what somebody wants to do if they want to highlight their resume for other people.